Hi climbers, and welcome back to the Treehouse. My name's Ree and this is the tarot tree, and today I just thought I'd do a little impromptu video because I'm quite excited. Something quite special after a long wait has arrived today, and I just thought, oh, why not just do a little unboxing with you guys and like sharing the excitement. So let's get the goodies at the ready. I've still got it in the box, so this really is my first ever unboxing. This deck. I wonder if you can guess what deck it is just by this. Look at the picture here. I almost didn't want to cut this sticker. I did cut it already because otherwise I'd be here for ages watching me flounder around trying to open the box. But basically this is a deck that I've wanted for a long time, and this kind of edition of it I had assumed was kind of dead and gone. And you can tell I've not done an unboxing before because I don't know what I'm doing. What am I trying to tell you guys? Okay, let's see if you can guess what it is first. Okay, well, I'll give you a little bit of backstory. So I wanted this deck for a long time. I thought this kind of print of it was kind of dead and gone and finished, and then just out of nowhere decided to check the creator's website and saw that she was selling seconds of this edition, and I was like, oh my goodness, I need to get that. I can't stop myself. I'm so impatient. Aries season, so much Aries in my chart. Okay. So, where were we? I saw it. I thought to myself, I cannot miss out on it this time. And my birthday's coming up. Okay, I'm a spring baby. Ooh, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the vibes, guys. And my younger brother asked me, well, is there anything that you want? And I was like, yes, you can get me this deck. So technically, I should be giving this to him to wrap up for me for my birthday, which is a few weeks away. But here we are having a peep at it. But you know, if you don't tell him, I won't. So without further ado, okay, guys, this is the beautiful Honessa Jaus tarot. What edition this is, I have to remember, 5th or 6th. But what do we get in the box here? Oh, look at her artwork. It's so spring, you know, it's so beautiful. Look at this. What does it say? Hecate, my own version. I am the goddess of the mist. I am responsible for maintaining the veil that separates the world of gods from the world of mortals. Beautiful. Oh wow, I can't wait to put that up. That's such my energy. I love it. A green goddess. I'm fairly sure Hecate is the goddess of witchcraft, right? Or one of them. I really am not too familiar. But oh guys, oh, I'm so excited. Look at it. It's come all the way from Spain, which these days shipping from Europe takes just about as long as from America and Canada here, you know, with obviously all the troubles that are going on and kind of all of these negotiations post Brexit for us in terms of postage. So yeah, as you can tell, the Aries in me, very impatient, had to wait quite a while for this. So let's unbox it, guys. Why not? Let's see. So this is the jumbo version, which you can kind of tell, right? She has quite a few. She's released quite a few editions of this. Oh yay, we got it the right way up, and it's number 6. I thought I'm gonna have to do some research. Oh, look at the box. Oh, it's beautiful, guys. Oh, I'm so excited. What can I say? I saw this, I think it was on Dawn Michelle Boho Tarot. What a wonderful channel. Can we just really give her a shout out? You know, such a kind of big channel within this community, and yet she has so much time for us all when we comment, which always, like, you know, I find it staggering. One, how amazing her organizational skills must be, but just how giving she is to this community. And honestly, she really helped me when I was trying to set up, and I was, how do I film these things? I love your setup. And she made a video and showed us all like how to get the lighting and everything. So shout out Dawn, you know. Every time she says it's Dawn Michelle, I hear her say Dawn, and I think, yes, she is the Dawn of this community. I don't know, am I the only one? She is, but she's such a caring, kind of mothering, kind of nurturing person, and it's just great. We need more Dawns like that in life. But Dawn, yeah. But I digress. You can tell these unboxings are just very scattered for me. You're going to see how much of a scattered individual I am, especially when I get excited. So hopefully you're following along. So I saw this actual deck, well, not the jumbo version, but the one that's sort of this kind of shape and size, not size, this shape. And I thought, oh my goodness, I love that deck, but it was just out of stock everywhere. It was ridiculously priced on eBay when people were selling it secondhand, because it was out of print. And I was just like, oh, I just kind of thought, oh, maybe I'm just not going to have this deck, unfortunately. So that was that. She's released like a green version, which is like kind of more square. I think it's the 5th edition, which honestly is really well priced for an indie deck, and I do feel like it's got a different energy, and I may pick that one up too. I may do if I get on enough of this, I guess. But yeah, let's open it, guys. Let's have a look. So yeah, this deck, I'm fairly sure it's in a different language. Her native Galician. I'm terrible with pronouncing words. It's not quite Spanish. Is it the language of like a certain part of oh my goodness, look at it. Oh my goodness, we've lost cards, but it's okay, it's okay. The box is beautiful. It's that botanical energy. Like I said, I'm a spring baby. We are in spring. What a great time to receive this deck. I love flowers, gardens. If you ask me my favorite landscape, it would be woodland, it would be meadow. This deck seems to speak a lot to that, which is probably why I was attracted to it so much. This was meant to be a seconds, but I can't quite tell where the issue is. I think it might be the size. She was saying there are a few lines. That doesn't faze me at all, and I mean, if we ever get any discolorations, we can always edge it, right? Wow, it is a big deck though. It's a bit bigger than I bargained for, but you know what, this is a deck that deserves to be displayed, so I have no qualms about that. And it was just the coloration of this deck. You know, I love the new one, the greens, the green one, but this is purple, and I don't know if you can tell. Purple is a colour, for whatever reason, the last few years I've been so drawn to. I wear it a lot. I wear lilacs, violets, all sorts of tones of purple. I need to look more into the association with purple, to be honest. If anyone knows, let me know. I know it's like related, you know, to the kind of upper chakras. I know we've got like the violets, the blues, etc. Maybe the third eye crown. So maybe it's got something to do with that, me stepping more into my spirituality. That's true. That could have some merit. But yeah, I just thought I just need this deck. I love the purples. And like I said, the thing is, I think the reason why I may get the 5th as well is I feel their energies are different. One, because of the colours, but two, because of the way the pictures are zoomed in this one, and more of a zoomed out perspective in the kind of like wider and smaller card variations. So let's have a look through this, shall we? Now, I'm going to struggle with this because, like I said, it's not in English. I'm fairly sure that I can get a PDF for this. So yeah, what we have here, this is the 4. That's really interesting. That's like an olive kind of. Is this the 4? Look at me, I'm going back and forth trying to see what are these. What are you? Had to do a little bit of jigging around there. That wasn't the 4, of course, that was the magician. And I was like, oh no, have I got a deck that's missing a card? But he was right at the end of the world, so that was interesting. The 4 was put there. But shall we zoom in, guys? I think so. Let's give it its just desserts. Oh my gosh. So where was I? Yeah. This deck, I just thought it would be so good for spring. It's got a lot of botanical energy, and that's one of my 3 goals of this year, to kind of learn more flower energy and how that relates, you know, knowing the meanings and as such. And I've bought like a lot of decks to do with that and books now. So, and I thought spring would be the time to really embark on this. So, you know, this deck really came at the right time. But yeah, like I said, the purples, this is why I wanted this edition, the purples and greens, that sort of growth. So let's start. Tolo, this is the Fool. Again, obviously it's not in English, but hopefully we can kind of get the gist. Really interesting, you know, this kind of take on the Fool, right? Seeing things with fresh eyes, just wanted to kind of rush ahead, and you got the owl looking at you like, be wise though, be wise, but you know, you might not with that Fool energy. I like that. Oh, by the way, look at the backs. Oh my god, guys, have we got a better spring deck than this? Oh my goodness. So this was the Magician, not the Fool. Okay, that's why I was getting so baffled. I get that energy of the Magician. It's sort of like a gardener kind of creating here. It's like an olive tree. I'd love to know what the kind of associations of olives are. That'd be cool. There seems to be a lot of a nod to sort of kind of Spanish heritage of this deck, which I like. We've got the High Priestess of the Lilies here, which is interesting. That's always a kind of flower I associate with death, actually. So that's interesting. It's like she's walking between the two worlds. I like that. That's really cool. So beautiful. The Empress, should I say. Oh, look at her energy. It's just looking you in the eye. Gorgeous. All the flowers. So yeah, the Emperor. Honestly, this is a lot of people's favorite cards of this deck, and it's definitely one of mine for it too. How amazing is this? This is like going into some sort of fantasy fairy tale, you know, but you know, a bit of a dark one, where they're off on their quest and their adventure, and then they've come across, you know, those who came before, and he's just almost stern and stuck in his ways potentially, or you know, so kind of solid that he's almost become part of his realm there, getting overgrown by the kind of plant life now and the vines. And that would be really cool to understand what that sort of symbolism kind of relates to. But I just love the colours in this. Oh, it's such a beautiful card. Now we have the Hierophant, right? Guys, you can tell I'm still like struggling a little bit here, because I don't know whether they're going to change the numbers of things. Potentially. It gets, yeah, I'm getting that vibe. It's very popey, isn't it? He's got the kind of incense, frankincense there. That's interesting. All the candle energy as well. I like that. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to do this whole walkthrough with you guys. We'll just have a look, right? We can fango over it, you know. You let me know what you think. Beautiful energy with the hands there. I like that. Wow, I almost didn't see that there was a figure down below here. That's really cool. Ah, and that's the Chariot. Very interesting. Strength. Wow, having the strength to cut her own sort of brambles or roots. That's really interesting. Like I said, the botanical energy in this is breathtaking. I really feel there's going to be layers to this in terms of flower language and stuff of that nature. And I have a few decks that sort of talk to that. I've got my flora healing that I've spoken about on here. I've got the Botan Tarot that has that nod, and the Botanica Tarot that has that nod. And I really look forward to diving into this. Oh wow, look at this. Oh wow, the spirit leaving the skeleton there. Oh, can you see why I chose to get the one with the purples? I don't know what it is about purple and green together, but it does something to me. It really does. So yeah, like I said, I really want to work with sort of floral energy, botanical energy this year. I'm using it for like actual healing of kind of physical ailments, and I just really want to kind of be more in tune with its spiritual meanings too. Temperance there, a glass of wine, a glass of water, a bit of a nod to Christianity here. I wonder if there's that theme through here. Could be, you know, we've got a Spanish creator, quite a lot of Catholicism, and I grew up in the church in that regard as well, so that would be interesting to look back into those sort of that symbology there. Wow. Oh wow, look, is this the tower? Yeah, this is the tower. That's really interesting. So you've got this lightning strike. I'm not familiar with this flower, but I'd like to find out what that's all about, if it's going to come crashing down. That's so cool. Star energy here. Beautiful. Oh, the characters, they're breathtaking. The way these faces are drawn, right? Look at her. It's like they're bearing into your soul. I feel like this is just going to be such a nice deck to have and work like with my water, to do with like all of the flora and botanical energy I'm working with, and also the goddess energy I'm working with. I get a lot of feminine energy off this deck. What do you guys think? It's definitely got that nod. It's always got the creepiness too though, right? Oh wow, look at that. Judgment. Wow. Zombie judgment. There's definitely some sort of nods to Christianity here. I'm definitely seeing that. Oh wow, isn't that beautiful? Beautiful world card. The cycles. Really interesting to have the pregnant female on there, that giving birth to something new, rather than on the empress. I love that. Ace of Cups. So yeah guys, this is a seconds deck, but I really can't note where the kind of defect is. I have to be honest, like I couldn't really work it out from the description either, from what the artist was saying on her site. She said something about something being unsightly at the top, but I really can't see like where that might be. The cardstock is quite, I think this is meant to be a plastic cardstock. Yeah, it's interesting. I wonder, it seems like where we've got to this cup suit right now, there's a lot more burgundies and deeper purples. That's really interesting. I wonder like the color language behind this as well is quite fascinating to me. Sorry, I've been putting them, I want to keep them in order. So oh, we've got a bumblebee. Look, I'm wearing my bee ring. So interesting. They get a little bit pippish, but they're still illustrated, and I feel like pips I can deal with if there's some sort of, they're not lazy and there's some sort of movement or emotion kind of like put across, if that makes sense. Even if it's just a character, or we're seeing daisies a lot through this suit, I'm noticing. I really wonder what the relevance of daisies is for that. I guess daisies are quite a sweet flower, right? It's sort of the first ones you might give to your crush when you're younger, or, you know, making daisy chains. I could see that might be related to the cup suit. Oh, he's a bit foreboding, isn't he? Now I'm guessing we're going to the sword energy here. As de espadas. My terrible, that's not even Spanish though, it's Galician, or some sort of Gaelic kind of. It always seems like a mix of like French and Spanish to me. I'm not sure. Is it similar to what you'd speak in the Catalan? Yeah, when I was in Barcelona, it was such an interesting language to listen to. And if any of you are in Barcelona and want to visit quite a spiritual place, I would say, and it doesn't matter whether you're, you know, you subscribe to Christianity or not, to be honest. I don't, you know, I'd say I'm more the spiritual person. I grew up in the Catholic Church, being Irish and all. But there's a place there called Montserrat, which for me, oh my goodness, God, to take my decks up there right now would be such a wonder, you know, to charge them and stuff. It's a beautiful place. There's a big cathedral on the top, but the energy there, you know, you're in the mountains, literally this massive kind of like landscape of mountains. There's deers walking vertically up the mountains, there's streams of water everywhere. You can go hiking if you don't really want to go into the church, but you know, if you do make it into the church, they have a black Madonna in there, which was really kind of hard to get to because there's a big queue, so I didn't manage to see her, unfortunately. But to hear the choir in some, you know, place of that altitude, for whatever reason, actually I was in tears, sat listening to their kind of choir sing, and just the energy up there was so palpable and very profound. So if you get the chance to go there, definitely it's just on the outskirts of Barcelona. I would definitely like to go back. But this kind of reminds me a bit of there. There's a lot of wildlife around, you know, but this sort of kind of contact with something higher, I think. I don't know if it's just about that sort of mountainous landscape, but there is a reason, I think, why so many cultures like build quite important buildings in kind of higher altitudes. Maybe it's just the air that's thinner that makes us feel quite, I don't know, kind of dazed and spiritual, I don't know, but yeah, it was a wonderful experience. This deck sort of just reminded me of it for some reason. Look at her. Oh, I love the characters in this deck. I love their expressions. It's like we're making it our way to like poppies or buttercups. For someone who's worked in gardening, I should have a way more better knowledge of flowers and plants than I do. It used to take my breath away with the people I worked with that could, you know, run off the Latin names, you know, left, right and centre, tell you everything about a plant, just by kind of coming across it, you know, and I'm like, wow, it's such a great skill. Honestly, I find it so hard to remember so many things. But yeah. If you guys are interested in this deck, I feel like it's still for sale. Like I said, it's meant to be seconds, but I can't really, like I said, I can't see really why. So she has this available, and she has the 4th edition, or no, the 5th edition, which is the green version, which is like chunkier cards about that big. I do think I'll order it. It's 35 euros for an independent deck. That is cheap, and the quality of this is good. I don't think it's bad at all. I'm not really sure how I'm going to shuffle it, in all honesty. Tiny baby hand problems, but I don't care because what I get to see with this jumbo version is, you know, the art gets all this space to sort of just draw us in, you know. Oh, look at him, he's gorgeous, like he's holding flowers and his sword. I like that energy. What knight is he? Diores. Honestly, I don't even know. I've lost my trail of thought. I don't know what suit we're on now, guys. As you can see, this is a very impromptu kind of opening. I was just excited and I just wanted to share. And if any of you have wanted to get your hand on this deck and you know, wasn't aware that she does have some in stock still, definitely get onto it if you can. And you know, this must be wands now, right? The redhead. Ooh. So yeah, I do think this is going to be a deep dive deck. This isn't one, I'm getting some intuitive hits for sure, but I feel like it's going to warrant a lot of study in some way, shape or form, which will help me because obviously it's going to be in tandem with my sort of study of flower language and botanicals as is, and I feel like it definitely has that energy. Look how much kind of flower energies in every card pretty much. So I feel like it will marry well with that, and you know, we're going into spring, what a great time to start that. Why not you know, get underway with that. I've sort of been putting it off because I wasn't really in the energy, you know. We've got no flowers, no growth in winter and autumn times, you know. I think I'm quite a seasonal person, to be honest. And I'd like to get more in touch with that. I'm trying to get more in touch with the moon cycles as well, which I've found helpful in understanding myself, my moods and stuff. And I think just being seasonal is quite a good thing. We were talking about this recently in the community, you know, how everyone's getting out, oh, these are my spring decks, these are my decks I'm using for this season of my life. And I like that. I think it's good that we do that with decks, actually. You know, it's really getting in touch with that Gaian energy, you know, working with her in and of itself. And there he is, the last King of Wands. Oh yeah, I get that vibe from him. I even love that he's holding like the flower there. Wow. God, excuse that. Hay fever season is well and truly approached and reached my house, as you can tell. I don't know if you could hear that. So yeah, let me know what you think, guys. Look at that. The backs are wonderful. The colours are wonderful. Okay, we just have a slight... Okay, that's one sort of thing. I don't know if I just did that there. It's not going to bother me too much. It might bother me a bit. No. But, yeah, that is the Jonasa Jaus, or Jonasa Jaus. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I've tried to see how other people do it, and there's so many variations. A bit like my name, you know. I don't really get too offended. People say it all sorts of ways. I find it quite interesting that it's so versatile. but I'm going to be looking forward to using this and studying it in spring. Hopefully like it will find its place amongst my kind of study of kind of flower language and botanicals, and I just think it's going to be a lovely deck to have on display. You know, I feel like it might be a deck, even though it's a tarot deck, that I would kind of do one card draws with, or like have a card from this in the middle and then have maybe either 2 oracle cards either side or 2 cards from another tarot deck potentially. Let's look at some pairings now. Let's see how it will go, right? Let's have a look. Why not? We're here. Let's have all the fun. So I've literally just grabbed a few decks that I feel will have some compatible energy with. So straight up my little flora healing mini deck. Let's see how these two goes together. Of course, you know, with the botanical energies, maybe they can really speak to one another. Oh, I like that. That's really cool. You know, we've got all the flower energy here. And I already set these little mini ones up to kind of create a small little kind of garden in the water, I guess, you know, for my kind of messages of the week. Particularly when I'm having a week where I need healing. Like, if you've not seen them before, they have little messages on the back, but it'll be really interesting to see how they speak with each other. I really like that. What do you guys think? It's really interesting. The colours are even nice together. I like that. Okay, what else could we maybe marry with it? I feel like the Wild Unknown might actually have a compatible kind of vibe. Let's have a look what we've got here. Oh yeah, I think this actually could go. Interesting. Oh, I like these together. This might actually encourage me to work with my Wild Unknown a bit more. Interesting. I do like that, because we do have these sort of muted colour tones. Here we're going to have with the Emperor, Death, and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, that's a bit of a foreboding one. Interesting. I can see that working. What do you guys think? This might actually encourage me to use decks that I don't get much use out of right now. And maybe they can all speak to one another. That would be really cool. I would really enjoy that, because I really don't like having decks in my collection that I feel I neglect. It does make me feel like I should either like move them on or really like dedicate some time to them. You have my beloved Blood Moon. This is the one I was really interested to see how it would work, because I feel like these have similar energy in a way, because of that sort of, all the sort of botanical energy. Oh wow, that's so cool, because the card on the top is the Emperor. So we have 2 Emperors here, and I think these are probably 2 of my most favourite Emperors of all time. The way that they're donating that energy. How does this go? It'd be really interesting. I think when this gets to the cup suit, we'll see, because there's a lot of kind of that kind of coloration also in this deck. I can see that energy working. I can. It's not quite what I thought it was going to be in terms of how it would go, but I'm not hating it. I'm not hating it. Really interesting to see how the messages. Oh, I love how we got 2 of them come out, like 2 females in quite different energies, in terms of how they're surrendering to things there. That's really cool. And this jewel element. Oh, that, okay, this one just sent shivers down my spine. Wow. Okay, there's something in this message. I'm going to have to remember this one. What have we got here? We've got the 6 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands with the Lovers. 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. Wow. Okay, that's a cool message. Wow. Okay, I think these could definitely work well together. I'm feeling that. I feel like that was a message for me particularly. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm sold. I think these work. What else, guys? What other decks have I got? We've got my other botanical deck that I've not really used. What is she saying with this? Another kind of beautiful deck. Look at, oh my gosh, it's got so many bits and bobs of it. What do we say about all of this? Is it going to be plant life overkill? Is there any such thing? Full energy. This is a deck that's so beautiful, but it really does deserve a lot of study. Yep, done it again, guys. I think I like how this looks together. I do like it. Could potentially be a little bit overkill because they're both decks that warrant a lot of study. They're not the most intuitive, especially not Botanica Tarot, I would say. Because this is another one I thought I would use mainly as a kind of middle card. Why don't we try that then? And make this the double. Let's have a look. Let's put that energy in the middle. And split this deck in two. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. I think these cards definitely have to be the vocal point of a read for sure. So yeah, you get some hits, you get some misses. What can I say? But yeah, that's just a few to kind of showcase how it could be maybe used and incorporated with the learnings of other decks. I really liked how it married with a few of them actually. I have a few others it could probably go with, but I'm not going to just, this video doesn't get way too long. It's literally meant to be an unboxing and just getting excited with you all about this deck. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this. Have you got it? Have you got any other editions of this deck? How do you find reading with it? Do you use it very often? Is it part of your spring deck collection perhaps? Let me know. If you have the 5th edition, like the green version, how do you feel the energies kind of differ? It is such a fascinating and very beautiful deck. I'm really glad it's come into my collection. I should probably put it away now and give it to my brother to wrap up for me. Although I really don't want to. But yeah, let me know. Let me know if there's any decks that, you know, you really thought you wasn't going to get your hands on and you did, and they worked out well for you. Let me know if you feel like buying this deck, you know, if this deck has been on your wish lists. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and being here for this kind of very impromptu unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you just enjoyed ogling the cards with me rather than just hearing me ramble on, because I don't even know what I've been saying for the vast majority of this video. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you liked, give it a thumbs up. You know, always love to have you in the Treehouse. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you next one. Bye.